Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll show you how to create this cool cutout effect in Adobe Photoshop. I made a reel about this and it's gone pretty viral, so I thought I'd make a slower video for my YouTube friends, and I'll show you guys 3 examples just like I did on my Instagram. So I have 3 main photos that we're gonna use, and then we just have this texture that we're gonna use for basically all 3 images. So let's rename these so we don't get confused. And let's start with the first one. Right. Firstly, I'll fill up the screen and just get the part of the image I want. Next, I want to have a rectangle in the middle, but you can do it whatever shape you want. So I'll make my rectangle and then I'll change its fill color to whatever color you want to use. You can go with a color from your image, or you can go with like a contrasting color. Your choice, obviously. I'll go with the yellow one for now, right? I'm gonna place it here, and then I'll place my texture and clip it to my rectangle and change its blending mode to multiply so that we get this nice papery color. I'm going to select my rectangle and my texture, right click and click convert to smart object. I'll then double click on this layer. The layer style window will pop up, and I'll just simply add a drop shadow and press OK. Now I'll make a new layer, and on this layer I'm just going to draw with my brush tool. How about we do some dots for this, like little dot cutouts. You're just gonna randomly, or not randomly, draw them out. Once I'm happy with that, how this is looking, I'll hide this layer. I'll command and click here where the thumbnail of the layer is, and then on my rectangle, I'll just add a layer mask. And we have the cutouts. Now we want the cutouts to be on the other side for now. So I'm gonna press Command I to invert my layer mask. And here we have our cutouts. And then I'm going to duplicate this layer, invert the layer mask, and then I'm just going to move these to the other side. And there it is. That's basically it. We can delete this. And for our second one, let's do a blue color maybe. Could look nice. For this one, I'm going to do something a little different. So I'll firstly add the texture as we did in the other one and change the blending mode. There we go. Convert this into a smart object. And now I'm basically going to still grab my brush tool, but this time I'm kind of going to create, wait, we don't want no smoothing and I don't want any spacing, right? And I'm just going to create a random shape, a random pattern, a sort of maze-like looking thing. You can obviously take your time. I'm not taking it, as you can see, but same thing goes here. Command, click on the layer thumbnail, hide this layer, add the layer mask, invert it. We can add our drop shadow. We can reduce its size. There we go. Duplicate it, invert our layer mask, and move it to the side. So this is the basics of it. You can also place videos underneath here, and you can draw shapes instead of using the brush tool. You can use images or subjects or whatever it is you want to place there. For example, we have this image of this subject. We're gonna select him, add a layer mask. I'll just resize him, place them right about here. Now underneath them, same thing as earlier. We are going to create our rectangle and choose our color, place it underneath this guy, and then place our texture in there too. Change the blending mode. Now we can hide our subject, convert our shape into a smart object. Now we can command and click on the thumbnail of the layer mask. So we get our subject selected, and we're just going to add the layer mask to our rectangle layer, invert it, add your drop shadow, duplicate it, invert the layer mask, and bring it over to the side. So you can basically use this with any type of image, subject, shape, or pattern or drawing that you create. You can select and then create your cutout. Now, this is a cool effect because, you know, everything is still fully editable. Everything is in layer masks and in smart objects. So if you want to change up the color of your rectangle, you just double click on that and you click on your rectangle and you change the color to whatever color you want. All you have to do is Command S to save that. And when you go back, everything's updated and everything's fully editable. So that's why I love it so much. It's such a cool technique. It's super easy, super simple. You can literally create some really nice stuff in a minute or less. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to comment down below if you have any tutorial requests or suggestions for my next videos. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.